Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Beavers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Falcons offense will get first crack at it today. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. There he goes. The 40, the 30, past the 10, touchdown Air Force. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's how we kick off the Air Force season. Salute Sunday.
That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
You're going to see a lot of the same opponents for Air Force and Washington. Same region of the country. Air Force. Air Force. Air Force.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back looking for help. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Oregon State Beavers offense has the ball for the first time. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job
off the rip, baby.
Shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I love the play call defensively. 3rd down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz.
And the Falcons are marching down the field. The inside handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. He's got 99 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Got some room
Hey,
Yeah, and now this offense,
traditional, baby.
lead. It's still the first half, but
Gonna chew that clock, run the ball.
why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept it.
He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Air Force. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse...
This ain't your daddy's Air Force.
Quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This the power back.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcons Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Give to the fullback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the fullback. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Air Force.
And everybody's getting in.
It's not your daddy's Air Force, but we give it to the fullback.
Starters are scoring. You've got backups.
Shout out to not the expert.
The play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let him go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Not much to see. Ran the ball. Only threw the ball 3 times. I did the spur of the moment. Like, right when I was about to start the game, I said, you know what? We're just going to run the ball. Just going to use a different setup for the offense. I was starting the punter at QB because, one, the depth and just the fact 6'5" black dude playing punter. It's weird. Like, you should be on the basketball team, man. What are you doing out here? So they didn't have a full roster. That's why we skipped ahead to like 2032. Because for some reason with Air Force, I guess it's just the flat out the recruiting that they have set up for the game. They don't get a lot of recruits because, you know, I simulated forward. So they only really came into the season like 58 players, and then the computer added, you know, the rest of the players to fill in the roster. And so I noticed, like, after I simulated it up, and then the first year I was going to actually do it, I'm like, okay, they added a whole bunch of players that I wasn't expecting to be on the team. Didn't know the game was going to do that. So then I simulated up a couple more years, so I was going to keep doing the same thing. So I'm like, okay, we're just going to go from here. So you see it. 1 for 3. It says he's a 54 overall, but he's not. I gave him some quarterback ratings. So he that's just for his punting. He's a 54 overall. 1 for 3 for 6 yards. Got 1 pass off. The fullback 10. That's like 10. I was looking at 18 and 90 together. 18 carries, 90 yards. Got a touchdown. Kite 6 carries, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. He getting the thumbnail. So you see the quarterback, he got 6 carries for 35 yards and a touch. Flanagan, he's the power back, 4 carries for 40 yards and a touch. Bethune got 2 carries for 7 yards, backup fullback. And you see the tight end Cook, he caught the 1 pass for 6 yards. See, he's a 99 overall, but, Air Force. So he's going to serve the country. Speed with 28 pancakes, Dial with 23. Now, this is the one thing, like, they will give them, like, real size offensive linemen and defensive linemen, which is weird because, Air Force doesn't, the military academies, the armed force academies, they don't get normal sized. All linemen and D linemen typically. Like, their guys usually be like 250 in pounds and stuff, like 6'1", 250, maybe that big. So Barksdale with 19 pancakes, Cook with 16, Robbins with 13, Barnes with 7, and Harvin got 1 pancake in there. On the defensive side, we were led by Colt. You seen he was showing out. 10 tackles, 3 tackles for losses, 3 sacks. McNabb with 7 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks. Kane off the edge, 1.5 sacks, 2 tackles. That damn camera, like that slight movement with the quarterback, it just throws me off. So y'all see, I keep missing sacks because, like, right when I get to the quarterback and the quarterback will move, and then the camera like slightly like shifts left or right, and then just throws off my vision for it. So I end up running right past the quarterback. I gotta like learn now to like anticipate where the quarterback is going to move to, so I can just be there when the quarterback, when I know I'm rushing in, like quickly tell my brain like, hey, move, this way or that way, because the quarterback is going to try to spin and move away. And the camera's going to move too. So you got to be able to move to where he's going to actually be, not where the camera's going to take your eyes to. All right, man. So you see me, I only had 2 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. No turnovers forced for the game. But Salute Sunday. Appreciate you for tuning in. Stay tuned, stay smart, stay safe. More action to come. Remix.